It is now time for the Love and Hip Hop New York Season 4, Episode 9, Recap, Review, and Opinion by Meat Magazine. And the name of this episode is Love is a Battlefield. The episode begins at Barnyard and Carriage House in Tatawa, New Jersey, with Amina Butterfly having a chat with her friend Nicole. Both ladies are looking extra beautiful, might I add. Anyway, Amina is telling Nicole all about the mess that happened in the last episode in the studio with Tara, Peter, and Amina. Come to find out, Amina threw her wedding ring away because she was an angry, messy drunk. So freeloader Nicole was like, "Bitch, you could have given that shit to me." Then Amina tells her to chill out, calm the fuck down, and let her finish. She then let Nicole know that even though the dick was fantastic, she really needs to leave this bum, and implies that she needs a new manager as well. So Nicole might be managing her soon. Who knows? But forget all of that. My favorite part of this scene is Amina is having an overbite orgasm. I mean, her mouth is contracting big time. A lot of people make fun of her overbite, but I won't. She has a long head, a long neck, and an overbite. And that's Deep Throat City. And chicks who have overbites just have more practice sucking, so don't hate. In our next scene, we visit Ripley Greer's studio in Hell's Kitchen, New York City, and Tahiri and her two sisters, Lexi and Jeannie in a bottle, are whoring it up big time at a dance class, sitting around shaking their behinds. Seems like whenever women get together, something whorish has to go down for it to be considered to be fun. Just my opinion. Come to find out, Tahiri and Lexi sent their broke daddy some money finally. Lord knows that sleeping in a box with Peter was getting to him. It's January 2014, and that winter storm took 20 people's lives, so thanks, girls. We really didn't need him out in the street like that. Anyway, Tahiri is crying to her sisters about Joe Budden and how she needs to stay away from him, but his circles game is just too tight. And then she starts talking dumb fast, and I couldn't understand her. She was talking like a Hispanic hurricane. We all know how they talk, and they need to cut that out. Goya, oh boy. I mean, she should either do auctions or at least offer her fast mouth to Erica Mena. Anyway, she claims that she's done with Joe Budden, and her sisters know that she is full of more shit than Peter's toes. In fact, some guy in a black suit from the NSA who was spying on them came by and told her to stop talking about Budden. Yup, even the government is tired of hearing about him. My favorite parts of this scene were, number one, the facial expressions that everybody was making. And of course, the other thing I loved about this scene was that fine ass Jeannie with her pretty hair and her pretty face and delicious body. My least favorite part was Lexi's fucked up hairdo. She had the nerve to sit her big ass up there looking like a Puerto Rican pineapple. I almost changed the channel. Lord Jesus. In the next scene, it's time to catch up with the captain of the creeps. Yes, Peter Guns. He's having a chat with Tara at the Gorilla Cafe in Brooklyn. Come to find out, to no one's surprise, she changed the locks on Peter. The worst news is that she has been keeping him away from the children and the puss as a temporary punishment. And the fans call her the classy one. Peter lets her know that if he has to, he can just climb in the window or down the chimney. She looked at Peter and said, "Nick, you're not Santa Claus. Fuck you and your elf-looking wife." Nah, she didn't say that. The show would have actually been entertaining if she did. But seriously, if Peter keeps creeping around at people's houses, one of these days he'll be mistaken for a burglar. And he'll go from Peter Guns to Peter Gun Down. Anyway, Tara lets Peter know that she needs to move. And instead of keeping it 100% real and factual, she makes it seem that the relationship problems that are going on with them is why she is moving. In reality, she's tired of her slumlord and sick of coming home from her job to find out that Peter and the boys done made a new snowman out of dirt in the living room. She's ready to go. She's going to take the money that she's making from this show and get a bigger shoe to live in. She's tired of living in that dirty little hole and sin. She then tells Peter if she wanted to spend the rest of her life living in a dirty little hole and sin, she die and reincarnate as the Pope's penis. Now that was a hard one to get out. Pun intended. Anyway, Peter is desperate to not separate from Tara, probably because she'd destroy him if he had to pay child support for 2 more kids. He's so desperate to keep Tara around that he committed the ultimate sin in his world. He snitched on himself. He flat out told Tara that, yes, he is trying to have his cake and eat it too. Yes, he's that desperate that he actually told her that he's trying to keep both Amina and Tara in his life. And we all know that sooner or sooner she'll be sucking and fucking Peter again in no time. This little break won't last longer than a Kardashian marriage, guaranteed. In the next scene, we visit Shelter Studios in Midtown New York City. Tara is enjoying her birthday present from Yandy, a chance to audition for Yandy's movie. And in the audition, she is pretending to be a drunk woman on a couch with a man, and the couple are about to fuck. Now, where did we see this before? Oh yeah, Tara and Peter in the scene where he talked her into letting him give her the circles. Pretty much the same scenario. Not much acting there. In this scene, Tara is showing us how much of a bad actress that she really is. The only thing flatter than her acting is her ass. And them little flapjack titties almost popped out of her shirt when she fell onto the floor with her male actor she auditioned with. Too bad taking all of those pills left her with no eggs to go with them pancake titties and that syrup discharge oozing from her sizzling snatch. Who's hungry? In our next scene, we visit the engine room, which is a studio in the financial district of New York City. Erica Mena and Sin Santana sit down to hear this terrible song. I mean, an abortion to my ears. That Erica is going to make a fool of herself with, and Sin is pretending to like it, because if she admits to this garbage, Erica will stop smothering her chocha with chipotle. I love how when Sin is listening to the track, she's moving her foot on the floor, trying to make it look like she's getting into this whack ass beat. She is on her toe and just turning her fat foot back and forth. In reality, she was just putting out a cigarette. So Erica finally admits to kissing Rich, and Sin goes crazy. She tells Erica that she has to just laugh about it because if she doesn't, she'll explode. And cleaning up rice and beans on TV would make them stereotypical Latina maids. And she doesn't do stereotypes. Smart girl, Sin. I love how she claims to just laugh about it all, and she isn't even laughing. She reminds me of when you converse with somebody, some idiot who spends too much time on the internet, and in the middle of the conversation, instead of laughing, they say, LOL. Yeah, crazy world that we live in. So Erica lies to Sin and claims that she is over Rich. Sin may be young, but she surely isn't dumb. But she is full of cum. She knows that Erica is a crazy, big ass mouth liar. So with perfect timing, in the middle of their conversation, the other guy, Rich, pops up wearing his sunglasses at night. And he tells Sin that he merely lent Erica to her. Wow, he really does believe he owns Erica. Anyway, Rich has no remorse for kissing Sin's girlfriend and is not concerned with her feelings whatsoever. This, of course, drove Sin crazy. Sin and Rich argue like two insane people over that bag of shit named Erica Mena. And Erica let Rich flat out know that he does not fight for her the way that Sin does. And that's the issue in their relationship. Which is funny to me because relationships and life in general is not about fighting Erica. It's about working harmoniously with people. Hopefully someday Miss Mena will learn that. But I doubt it. She'll probably end up being some crazy old bitch in a padded room fighting herself. Or a hoarder buried in cats and bootleg designer bags. In debt for her serial plastic surgeries and drug addictions. Hopefully Erica will pick meth as a drug of choice. Then we'll see what she looks like in the inside. The best part of this scene was Erica Mena's vein-covered map-looking forehead. Erica's forehead has more lines than Black Friday. You keep balding your face up like that, it might get stuck, heifer. Walk around looking like a leaf. Old Klingon forehead having bitch. Looking like Horf. Yeah, the whore version of Worf from Star Trek. Now, I've heard people say that she looks like Sin. But when she makes that face, she looks like a deep space Dominican Klingon. Oh, nasty nympho. She should just do porn and get it over with. I mean, Tila Tequila just got backdoored and swallowed on film. So take a hint, Erica, now, and just use your true life skills, okay? And the other best part of this scene, I guess you could call it the hidden gem, is Erica's trophy necklace. You see all them zippers on her necklace? Normally when she has a zipper near her face, she needs free music. All those zippers are all the men that she... Anyway, now we're paying a visit to Saigon's Barbie-sized apartment in Nanawitt, New York. So Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hike, as in hike a bag across a parking lot, aka My Little Pony Saigon, comes up with his dumbest idea yet. He wants Erica Jean and the baby to move in with him, and Erica is so scared to say no that she just clenches her teeth. All two of them. Erica Jean is so scared of Saigon that she looks like a hostage. She knows that she is in the presence of a pocket-sized psychopath if she doesn't have her taser or a fly swatter. So Saigon starts speaking in jail jargon and says he wants to cohabitat with Erica. Not cohabit, but cohabitat. Nearly a decade in jail with nothing to do but read and work out, and this little asshole must have been lifting the books and reading the weights. Anyway, while Erica can understand the importance of a child growing up in a traditional household with both parents, she feels that her and Saigon's silly idea to purposely become pregnant with a stranger was just downright retarded. Now, while a normal man would sweeten the pot, so to speak, by giving a woman a gift or sweet talking her into saying yes, Saigon, a 7-year prison veteran, had an ingenious speech to get Erica to come live with him. You see, Saigon was known as the yard father in jail. As in the prison yard, yeah, Saigon was quite a rumbler. And that's how he got the nickname, to prove it. So Saigon tells Erica that in so many words, he is the best thing that she will ever have the chance to date. You see, during his 7-year bid, Saigon read every romance novel that he could get his little hands on. And he told Erica, look, bitch, the man of your dreams is the one who will knock you the fuck out. Understand me, bitch? You understand me? Goodness. This scene was just so uncomfortable to watch. Because she's sitting up there looking like a hostage. I just hope for her sake that she doesn't talk to this guy without a witness being there. Anyway, before she can even say yes to moving in with Saigon and the baby, he will have to at least meet her father first. And Erica is scared because when he met her mother, he tried to show off his little midget tricks that he learned in Cirque du Soleil. For the people who visit the VH1 website and watch the deleted scenes from the show, I know that you remember this one. Remember when Erica, her mother, and the baby met up with Saigon in Central Park and he tried to do a cartwheel and his little ass arms got tangled up in his shirt and they had to cut a hole for him to breathe? Well, Erica's worried that he might have another dwarf disaster, such as falling to his death by walking off of a sidewalk or drowning by taking an unattended bath. Pray for him. Now we're back at the Engine Room studio in the financial district of New York City. K. Michelle is in the studio minding her own business and talking to herself, and Peter walks up in there. Now, why would Peter come to a studio to bother K. Michelle? Because the show is fake. I mean, he wanted some advice, and K. Michelle tells him that in so many words, if Peter keeps trying to have his cake and give it the circles too, eat it too, these women will leave him for new penis. Or new penises. So he better commit himself to just one woman or he'll be homeless for the rest of eternity. In the next scene, we visit Cantina Corsino Italiano in West Village, New York City. Tahiri walks in to go have lunch with Joe Budden. Come to find out, Joe has been masturbating a lot and is staying away from women. He's letting himself be gay and marry. And when I say marry, I don't mean marry as in happy. Not M-E-R-R-Y. I mean marry as in M-A-R-Y. As in Joe's drag alter ego. Well, one of them. Tahiri, with her humongous forehead, found out that production has no need for her unless she's in a scene with Joe. So in order for her to have airtime, get a check, and continue to buy all that fake hair, and keep from Joe Budden replacing her with a much better and younger woman, she better be nice to him. After all, trashy reality TV style shows starring rappers was invented by internet addict and down low brother Joe Budden. Google it. In other words, Joe is in charge. He probably signs Mona Scott's checks on the down low. Anyway, Tahiri admits to Joe that she does in fact love him, and no one is surprised by this news. I am, however, surprised by these two losers still being on this show. I'm tired of that suspect Joe Budden and that bloated, big, foreheaded, squid-looking heifer Tahiri Jose. Now, these two annoying people right along with that crazy psychopath Saigon need to say their bygones and just leave. Jeebus. In the next scene, we visit a Venti in Chelsea, New York City. Amina Butterfly is meeting up with that sorry sack of shit, Peter Gunz, and she lets him know that she's not trying to up her body count. She is through with adding new dick to her long list of partners in her sketchy bed-hopping past. She's ready to settle down with just him now. So she lets him know that he needs a place to stay like she needs dick. So he just needs to come on home and blow her back out like a suicide bomber. And right before she can crawl under that table and give him some head and show him what the mouth do, he whips out the oldest cell phone that I've seen in a long time. I mean, that thing looked like a walkie-talkie. Anyway, he calls up some mystery man and he has him cue a scrolling Windows slideshow of different images, which include the words, "I love you, Mrs. Pinky," as well as, but not limited to, pictures of their rings. Yeah, the one that he didn't want to wear and the one that she threw in the sewer. And get this, they even showed pictures of their sex tape. Anyway, of course they are back together now, or as Peter always tells Amina off camera, dick or deported. Which one do you want, bitch? Insemination or immigration? The choice is yours. In our next scene, Erica Mena is meeting up with a Jew, her jeweler, who gives me the alcoholic vibe, and she is purchasing some big ghetto 18 karat white gold earrings in an attempt to buy Cynthia's soul back. Now, not only does Cynthia kind of look like Erica, but her jeweler's name is Eric. How much can a bitch love herself? Speaking of love, she claims that she loves sin now. Wow. You just love yourself, Erica, and you love what some people do for you. You don't give a damn about anyone but yourself. Anyway, Sin arrives. She sits down and opens up a small jewelry box, saw that there wasn't any food in there, closed the box and got her stuffed animal looking ass up and walked towards the door. She turns around and tells Erica that she contact her after a rebound fuck spree with as many people as she can. Then she stormed out of the room and ran for the border. I can't be the only one that thought, hey, she probably pawned them earrings and bought some food with that money. I refuse to believe that I'm the only one that thought that. Now we're at Edgewater, New Jersey with Joe Budden, his father, and Joe's big ugly dog. And Joe lets Daddy Budden know that he is ready to foolishly propose to Tahiri, a booty model in her 30s that doesn't work out, looks sloppy already, that's about to look like somebody's Mexican mother in 3 to 5 years. Bitch is shaped like a scoop of poop. So Joe's father told him his plans to marry Tahiri are cool and all, but the last time Joe visited his father's house, he had 3 women in the living room. And I can assure you that was Joe's drag team, makeup, hair, and wardrobe. Anyway, my favorite lesbian, Joe Budden, says that he knows that Tahiri is the woman for him, and he is the woman for her. And while Joe thinks that there's a possibility that Tahiri may say no, his father told him she will say yes for sure, because the word on the street is that the Buddens like to beat their bitches, even while they're pregnant. Just ask Esther Baxter. In our final scene, Erica Mena is dancing with some smoking hot choreographer chick. I mean, she's up there with Erykah. She's slim, fit, and can move too. Anyway, Erykah is making an oddly shaped ass out of herself by trying to dance and sing. And she's about to go from dancing all over the world to making a fool of herself all over the world. And to make it worse, she's doing this while wearing a sweatshirt that says, quote, "Let me be great," with a crown embroidered on it. I guess she thinks that she's the queen of autotune? I don't know, but this song needs a whole lot more than studio processing. It needs NASA. There's no way in hell that this song will benefit anyone. Wait, actually, she will be a tax write-off for the company, just like her last flop song. You may be wondering why I'm judging her music so harshly, and that's because in this scene I'm listening to it, I can hear Erykah's new song loud and clear, and the lyrics sound like they were written by whoever wrote Friday for Rebecca Black. No kidding. I honestly believe that this is the worst songwriting that I've ever heard. And I'm a songwriter myself, and I'm deeply offended. Anyway, Erykah is shaking her funny looking ass around and making a fool out of herself, and then all of a sudden, Rich walks in with perfect timing. He is pissed because she set up this little dance class without his permission. I mean, if she's booking stuff, then what does she need him for? He's there because he has to pay for it, so he needs to come put Erykah in her place. You never play with a man whose last name is Dollars Money. Wrong move, Erykah. So anyway, he comes through, and the conversation was something like this. From her standpoint, she didn't want to look like a fool by not being able to dance or sing at all. So she wanted to at least get the dancing part down. And Rich feels that she is doing business behind his back. And he's about to cry like Drake. So they sit down to talk before Rich falls over on the floor, bawling. And Erykah lets him know that him yelling at Cynthia the way he did was unacceptable. And Rich tells her, you know, Cynthia is not important at all to him. She's just completely irrelevant. In his world, she doesn't exist. So Erykah, at this point, has foolishly signed this contract with Rich, and he's taken songs away from her in the past. So she better play her cards right, or she'll be out in the corner with Peter, holding up a sign, Mr. Circles and Mrs. Fake Lesbian, with matching signs that read, "We'll eat pussy for money." Then again, she's sucking Rich off to make it now, so who knows. Anyway, after some intense yelling back and forth and more finger pointing than Ellen's honeymoon, Rich lets Erykah know that he's married to his money and that Erykah is just the mistress, so she better stay in her place. Erykah at this point is probably pretty pissed that she signed that damn contract with Rich Dollars. She should have gone with her gut instincts. I mean, you knew what Rich's intentions were, Erykah. And now he's gonna have his cake and eat you too. Besides, what can you do? Kick him in the neck like you did your baby's daddy? That was my L'Oreal laugh. Anyway, that pretty much was it for this week. See you next time for the next review in a few days. And don't forget to comment below and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more reviews, recaps, and opinions. And if you likey, share the video on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, MySpace, or toucans with a string in the middle. In other words, tell a fucking friend. And one of the female cast members of the show is supposed to call into my radio show tomorrow, so look below in the description for the link to that. So hopefully she'll call in.